Hello children, hope you all are good at home. Now today we are going to study determiners. What are determiners? Determiners are words which specify noun and point at it. Okay, so there are different kinds of determiners. So here is a flow chart, and in that flow chart all the determiners are explained very well. So let me explain those kinds of determiners. Article a and the. Okay, that is first kind of determiner. Second, demonstratives like this, that, these, those. Third, distributors, either, neither, each, every. Next, possessive, my, our, your, his, her. Then quantifier, some, any, much, many, several. Interrogatives, what, which, whose. So these are all different kinds of determiners. Now children, there are 6 kinds of determiners according to the flow chart. Okay, and the topic or the kind of determiner I have taken, that is articles. Children, there are 2 types of articles. Okay, definite and indefinite article. We call out these articles with other name like specific or known also. Okay, and which one is a specific, known or definite article? That is the. Then second kind is non-specific, unknown or indefinite. Okay, and which are these articles? That is a and an. Now let us try to understand these better with the help of example. First, I met a man. Now which article is used here? That is a article. Okay, this a article is used. Why we have used this a article? Because the man whom I met is unknown to me. That man is unknown to me. And second thing is that the man is only one man. Okay, I met only one man. So that's why we have used here a article. Then second sentence, the man I met lives in my neighborhood. So the man whom I met, okay, here the man was unknown to me, but in second sentence, the same man whom I met lives in my neighborhood. Okay, so I know that person. It means the person is known to me. I know that person. So which article we have used here? That is the article. It means that I know that person. I'm talking about one definite person. Now third, I have an easy way to solve this problem. Which article I have used here? That is an article. Okay, why? First condition to use this an article, that we always use an before those nouns which start with vowels. Okay, and which produces vowel sound. Okay, like e, easy. Okay, so that's why an is used here. Second thing, that we are talking about the solution. Okay, the solution or the way which is not known. Right now it is not mentioned here. That is unknown. So that's why what we have used here, an article. And third thing, that it is 1 in number. I'm talking about only one way to solve the problem. Okay, so that's why we have used here an article. Now children, use of a and an, that is indefinite article. A is used, okay, a is used. So first rule, words beginning with consonant sound, like a man. So this M is consonant. A woman, woman, consonant. A cat, cat, C, consonant. A pen, P, consonant. Okay, so we use a article before such nouns. Before words beginning with sounded H, okay, which sound properly H, like a horse, a holiday, a hero. So the sound of this noun is properly H. Third, to express a certain quantity. Here we are talking about quantity. A dozen, a cup of milk. Okay. A dozen means there are 12 bananas. So, but it is included as one unit. Okay. So what we have used here, a dozen. A cup of milk. Here we are not talking that how much milk is there in a cup, but a cup of milk. Milk is poured in 1 cup. So we are talking here about one cup. Now fourth one, other rule, that is to show rank, profession or community. Okay. So whenever we have to show rank, profession or community, we use A before such words, like a Hindu, that is religion. A carpenter, that is work, that is profession. A lawyer, that is a rank. Okay. So what we have used? We have used A before such nouns. Now fifth one, A in exception. So this you have to listen carefully, children. That in this exception case, why we use A before such words which start with vowel? Because generally we have 5 vowels: A, E, I, O, U, and these words are also starting with U letter, but still we have used here A before them. What is the reason? The reason is there, children, that these words, they start with a vowel letter, but still they sound like U. This U. Okay. Union, a university, a unit, a European. Okay. So every time it produces this sound, union. If we say earn, umbrella, okay, what we use before them? An, earn, and umbrella, because these words, they produce the sound of earn, umbrella. Okay, they do not produce the sound U. Okay, so when the sound is produced like YU, that time we use A article. Yes, children, now here we are going to study that where we use an article. Okay, so an is used before singulars starting with vowel sound, like an important, an egg, an umbrella, an inch, an ice cream. So here, children, this I, E, umbrella, inch, ice cream, these all words carry vowel letter. Okay, and that's why we use an before such nouns. Now second rule, before words with mute H. Okay, H is silent. An, R, we do not speak our. What do we say? An, R. An honest man, we don't say honest man, we say an honest man. An honorable man. So where H is silent or where H is mute, there we use an before such nouns. Then third, before abbreviation starting with vowel sound. So in abbreviated form, like an ME, an MP, an Emily. Now M, you must be thinking that it is M, and M is consonant. Okay, but it produces sound of vowel like M, EM. Okay, MA, and MP, MEM, and MLA, EM, MLA, and SP, and SP. And which sound is produced here? SE. Okay, and that is vowel. So wherever such abbreviations are there which produce a vowel sound, that time we use or we place an article before them. Yes, children, after the discussion of indefinite article, now here we are for discussion of definite article, that is the. Okay, so where we use the definite article before noun, okay, definite noun. So where the noun is known to us, where the noun is definite, before that we use the article. Like the dog which ran after me was black. So here I am talking about a dog which ran after me. Okay, so there is a particular dog which ran after me and it was black in color. So I know that dog, it is known to me. So that's why we have used here the article before dog, that is definite or known. Second, before the adjectives representing class. So where adjectives, they represent the class. Okay, before such nouns, what we use? The article. Like the rich should help the poor. So rich children is we are here talking about all the rich people. Here we are talking about class. Okay, the class of rich people. And we rich and poor. Okay, so these are the two classes. So as they are representing the class, what we are going to call it? Adjectives. Okay, and before this what we use? Definite article. So the noun which represent to a class, that time we call it adjective, and before that we use definite article, that is noun. Okay. Now before common noun representing whole class, here common noun which represents whole class. For the dog is the most faithful animal. So dog is the most faithful animal, we know. But here we are not talking about I'm not talking about my dog or your particular dog. Here we are talking about all dogs. Okay, so it is meant for community of dog, that all dog they are faithful. Okay, and that's why we have used here the definite article before a noun showing a unit of measure. Okay, so when we talk about a particular unit which can be measured, like bananas are packed by the dozen. Okay, so this is unit. Okay, this is unit. The number of dozen is not mentioned here, 12 or 12 like that, but dozen. So before that what we have used here? The article. Okay, then before unique noun. So unique noun means to say that which is one of its kind. So before such noun what we use? We use definite article, the article. Like the earth. Okay, the moon, the Sahara Desert, the Thar Desert, the Mount Everest, the Himalayas. So we use definite article before such. Then before the complete name of countries. When we mention the complete name of countries, before that we mention the article. Okay, that is the United Kingdom, the United States of America. So before the complete name of countries we use the article, definite article. Next is seventh one, before ordinal numbers. We use the definite article before ordinal numbers. There are two types of numbers, ordinal number and cardinal number. And we use the before ordinal number, children, like the FIRST first, okay, the first, the second, the fifth, the 10th, the 11th, like that. We use the before such numbers. Okay, then before superlative adjectives. Before superlative adjectives, you know it very well that we have to use the before superlative adjectives. Okay, like the best, the worst, the most beautiful. Okay, so we use the before such adjectives. Then before the names of newspaper, magazines and books, we use the. Newspapers like the Times of India, the Hindustan Times, okay. Magazines like the Times, India Today, okay. These are magazines. Books like the Merchant of Venice, the Gulliver's Travel, the Gita, okay, the Quran, the Bible. So we use the article before book's name. Before comparatives representing thoughts. And now we use the before superlatives, but here was one condition that we have to use the article before comparatives, okay. And why we have to use? Because they represent thoughts. Like the higher you fly, the harder you fall. So here we are comparing, but they are representing thoughts. Like the higher. So what is higher? This is comparative, isn't it? Then harder, that is also comparative. And so what we have used here? The article before such, which represents thought. The more you work, the better you feel. So more, that is comparative. Again, better is comparative, and before that what we have used? Definite article, okay. So when they represent thought, that time we use the article. Before expressions of time, we use the article, like in the evening, okay, in the morning, in the afternoon, the day before, okay, the day before yesterday. So what we are using? The, that is definite article, which shows children. Now there are such cases where articles are omitted. Omitted means they are not used, okay. Now first case where articles are omitted with uncountable nouns, with uncountable nouns. If, for example, I love coffee, okay. So coffee is uncountable. So no article is used before this coffee. With the names of continents, countries, capes, cities, towns, arts, languages, sciences, some disease. Articles are omitted. For example, Japan is a developed nation. So this is a country named Japan. And before this Japan, the or a or an is not used. Why it is omitted? Because before country's name we omit article. Next case, with the names of languages. English is spoken in many parts of the world. So English is language, but we omitted here article. So no article is used before this language, that is English. With the name of meals, so we omit articles before the name of meals. For example, we have dinner in the evening. So we have dinner, so before dinner no article is used. Next case, with proper nouns. So we omit articles before proper noun, like Paris is the capital of France. So what are the proper nouns here, children? Paris and France. And no article is used. So we skip or we omit articles before proper nouns. Next is with titles and names. Like President Kennedy, okay. So we omitted here article, okay. So President Kennedy was assassinated. So no article is used here. Then with yours, like I was born in 1988. So before the year we did not use any article. So we omit it with possessives and demonstratives. Like I like this book. So this book, this is demonstrative, okay, but we omitted article before it. With days, see you on Friday, okay. What is Friday? Name of day, and we omitted here article. We did not use any article here. Then before a common noun used in its commonest sense, like Iron is a useful metal, so it is common noun, and before that what we have skipped articles. We omitted article before it. So there are so many cases where we omit articles. In certain phrases made up of a preposition plus noun, like he is at a school. So what is at? That is preposition, and a school, that is noun. So we have to omit article in such cases where we have phrases made up of the help of preposition and noun. In certain phrases consisting of a transitive verb and its object, like take heart, send word, catch fire. So take heart, what is take? That is verb. Then what is heart? That is object. Okay, so before that we did not say like the take heart or take heart. Okay, so we have omitted articles here. Send, that is verb, and word, that is object. We skipped article here. Catch fire, what is catch? That is again verb, and fire, that is object. So we omit articles here before plural nouns used to denote a class, like warm cloths. Okay, so cloths, that is of course plural noun, so we omit articles before such cases. Before the nouns following kind of, okay, in a sentence, if word is used kind of, that time we omit article. For example, what kind of flower is it? Okay, so here kind of is used, so wherever kind of is used we omit articles. So these are the cases where we omit articles, children.